Hey everyone! In today's monologue, I'm going to be going over some items and products that I use during my breastfeeding journey, as well as sharing some helpful tips and tricks that I receive from lactation consultants, as well as other mamas, and just my own personal experiences. I hope this will be helpful to you, and thank you very much for watching my video. I also want to give a quick shout out to my good friend Stephanie from Steph's Kitchen. She shared with me that it is World Breastfeeding Week, the first week of August. So this video is to honor all of you breastfeeding mamas out there who are in your journey, preparing for your journey, and looking for some information to help you along the way. So let's go ahead and get started. The first product I'd like to go over is the Haakaa colostrum collectors. I got these off of Amazon. They're a wonderful product. You can actually start collecting colostrum as early as 36 weeks, no earlier than that, and always talk to your medical provider or a lactation consultant before you get started doing something like that. But these products are great because you can freeze your colostrum and you can have it ready for your baby during that first week of life, as well as saving it for them in case they get sick and you need it for a bit of an immune boost later on in life as well. So a great product that I would highly recommend. These were actually provided to me in the hospital. I have a few different brands here of nipple guards. So these are really helpful during the first few weeks, especially. You may have some tender and possibly some pain with your nipples, and your hospital may provide this to you. If not, you can buy these online. I got one of mine on Amazon and I received the other one in the hospital. This one is the one I received in the hospital, just fully round. Great product. It was really helpful to me. But as I went on during the first week or two, I noticed that having a brand like this or this is Medela, this is Haakaa. If you can see here, it has an edge here and here, which basically allows some space for your baby's nose to connect directly with your breast, and that skin to skin contact will help them with their latch reflex so that they can get a better latch, as well as smelling you and having that skin to skin, which is really helpful for milk production. So you might want to talk to a lactation consultant before you use one of these. There is concerns of nipple confusion during the first few weeks of life, but if you're having a lot of pain, this could be very helpful to you, at least until you get a little bit more used to the breastfeeding process. I use this for about the first 3, maybe 4 weeks, and then after that I transitioned off of it, and my baby did fine after I stopped using them. The next product I'd like to go over is the Haakaa Milk Collector. This is a wonderful product. I use this from day 1, or I should say day 2. My first day out of the hospital, I was not using anything to prevent leaking, and I learned the hard way that you are gonna leak, especially when your baby cries. So this is a wonderful product so that your milk is, instead of it just being absorbed by a breast pad, you're actually able to collect the milk and you can freeze it, or you can put it in a bottle so that your partner can feed to your baby or a family member. So instead of letting all that precious milk go to waste, you can use this Haakaa milk collector to collect that milk. And the way that works is you just put it in your bra. So if your baby's feeding on one side, you put it in your bra on the other side, and as your milk drips with your let down, especially as your baby starts nursing, you're going to start to drip. This will just collect that milk so that it doesn't go to waste. So this is the Ladybug milk collector from Haakaa. This I was using just to put everything on. This is just a standard burp cloth. You're going to need a lot of these throughout your breastfeeding journey, not only for spit up, but also in case your baby is a messy eater like my little girl was. She dripped a lot, so I used to use these just to help collect any of that dripping so that it wasn't making a big mess. And then of course when you burp them, they could spit up. So this is really helpful, and you're going to need a lot of these. Most of the products I'm going through here today I did purchase on Amazon, as well as in store at Target and Walmart. So let's go ahead and go to the next product. This is the Lavi breast massager. This is a really great product to use if you are experiencing any kind of clogged ducts. This one, there's a lot of different brands out there and different features. I just got one of the more standard ones. It has different ends, so this is the main end that I use, but you can also use this end here. It kind of has more of a cupping shape. This is great for massaging any of those clogged ducts you may be experiencing, and it also does have a few different speeds and types of vibrations you can use, as well as it being waterproof. Hot water or any kind of warmth is really helpful for loosening up any kind of clogged ducts. So I did use this in the shower when I did experience clogged ducts a few times, and it really helped. I didn't use this product as much as I thought I would, but the few times that I did have clogged ducts, it did make a difference. So I would recommend it, but it's not absolutely necessary. You can also just use your hand in a warm compress. Doesn't have to be a massager. On the topic of clogged ducts, this is an ice pack. You can either put it in the freezer, or you can also warm it up in the microwave for 10 seconds, and you can place it on your breast. That warmth will help to loosen any clogs you may be experiencing, which will help the milk flow, and it's also very soothing. I didn't use the cold pack use it as a cold pack as much as I thought I would, but I did use it a lot as a warm pack. So another great product that I highly recommend, just in case you experience any clogs. The next product is actually breast pads. So as I earlier mentioned, my first day home from the hospital, I learned the hard way. I wasn't using any breast pads, and I leaked right through my shirt and my bra, and actually dripped milk all over the floor. So you're gonna wanna get some breast pads. These here are disposable. These are Parents' Choice. These are the more affordable brands. So I really like these, but there's a lot of different brands out there. It just depends on what you prefer. And then these are actually reusable, so you can just throw these in the washing machine. I got these off of Amazon. It comes in a pack of 4. So these are more economical and also earth friendly because you're not producing quite as much waste. And it does come with a little pack that you can store it in. So the next product I'd like to go over here is actually several products. Is for milk production as well as for nipple comfort or soothing. This is Earth Mama nipple butter. I use this a lot in the first couple weeks because I had some blisters on my nipple. I had a bad experience from using my breast pump for the first time in the hospital. I did not lubricate the flanges, and I did rub blisters into my nipples. So this helped with soothing that pain and discomfort, as well as help with the healing process. This is organic and it's safe for your baby to ingest if you feed them right after using it. However, I personally did notice that my daughter didn't seem to like the odor, or maybe it was the taste, I'm not sure. So if I use it before I breastfeed, I would wipe it off and then I would reapply as needed. Another great thing about this product is that you can use it as a moisturizer for your baby. My daughter had a little bit of cradle cap, so I use it on her scalp to help with the cradle cap. And I also use it on my lips because I did have a lot of chapped lips those first few weeks. So it has many great purposes, organic product, and it's really wonderful to use, especially the first few months and weeks especially. As I already mentioned, you're gonna wanna have some lip gloss. This is just Burt's Bees, that's what I preferred using, but there's so many different products and brands out there you can use for lip gloss. Hydration is so important for milk production. You're gonna be very dehydrated and you're gonna be thirsty all the time. So what I noticed is that I felt like my lips were chapped all the time, so I kept this by my bedside and I would constantly reapply. And if I ever didn't have it with me, I was using this. I actually use this many times as lip gloss and it worked just as well. So on the topic of hydration, I have a few different products. I actually mentioned these in my last video. First, I have coconut water. This is really great for hydration. It has electrolytes as well as nutrients in it. And this is another product, Body Armor. Both of these I mentioned in my last video. Body Armor has a little bit more calories and also added sugar, which is not bad because as a breastfeeding mom, you do need to consume on average between 300 to 500 extra calories a day, 300 in the beginning, 500 as your baby gets older. And one of the main ingredients in Body Armor is in fact coconut water. So these are 2 different options you can use to help with your hydration. I was recommended both of these by moms that I know personally, and I especially received a lot of recommendations for Body Armor. There's a lot of different flavors as well as for coconut water. So either one is great to use depending on your personal preference. Next, I have just a container that I got from my hospital. I didn't have to pay for this. It was given to me day 1 in the hospital, but you're gonna wanna get something from either you might be given for free from your doctor, or you might wanna buy it yourself if you want something that's a little bit nicer, insulated. I know a lot of moms use the Stanley cups, but this is just a bottle that I received from my doctor at Kaiser. I think it holds 32 ounces of water, and I felt like I was drinking 10 of these a day, especially those first few weeks. I would fill it up all day long and all night long. You're gonna be really thirsty, and hydration is very important, as I already mentioned. So you may get a cup for free, but if you want something nicer, you might wanna check out online or in store to see what you can find. Next, I have a few items for milk production. I mentioned 2 of these items in my last video. That video was for pumping at work. I am a full-time working mom, so just wanted to share those tips out there. So if you're interested, check out my other video for pumping at work. These are cookie lactation cookies. These are the Munchkin brand. This is my personal favorite flavor. It is salted caramel chocolate. I really like these. They're very tasty, and I noticed that they really helped a lot with my milk production, as well as mother's milk tea. I use this almost on a daily basis, and it's a little bit more affordable because it comes with quite a bit more per pack. And it has a bit of a licorice taste, so if you're not a big fan of licorice, it may not be your favorite, but I find that just by putting a little bit of honey in it, it helps with the flavor, and it's really not too bad once you add honey for making it a little bit sweeter. Less calories, which is good if you're watching your sugar intake, and still a great way to help boost your milk supply. Next is another product that was recommended to me by other moms. This is Liquid Gold. I got this from Target. I use this as needed, not every single day. This is actually a 10-day supply. It's a little bit pricier, but it's still really great to help boost your milk supply. And what I find is that I don't use all my milk producing products in one day. What I'll usually do is alternate them. So I might use this one day, I might use the cookies one day, and then the milk tea, I'll usually have this maybe once a day because it's a little bit more affordable, and I do like having tea. So don't have to have all these products every single day. You can alternate them as needed. The next product I'd like to go over is nursing bras. I have a few different nursing bras here. These two are ones that I use when I'm out of the house, when I'm working, or when I'm just going out shopping, whatever it may be. These I ordered off Amazon. They're very comfortable. Comes with a little bit more. I think it was maybe a 3 or 5 pack, something like that. These ones are pretty comfortable, but I did notice that this thicker strap here was a little bit bulgy against my breasts, and so it wasn't as comfortable, but it still worked really well, and it wasn't so uncomfortable that I didn't use it, but it wasn't my favorite. The product that I actually liked the most was from Ross. This is another nursing bra that I got, and the strap, as you can see, is a lot thinner. This can get twisted a little bit easier than the other one, but the fabric is so thin that I didn't really notice the twisting too much, and I did find that it was a little bit more comfortable to my skin. So two different products you can use for out of the house. These two are at-home nursing bras that I use. This one I got from Amazon. It comes in a pack of 3. I wear this one quite a bit, but again, wasn't my favorite as far as comfort goes, but as far as more affordable goes, this one was my top pick for affordability. This one, on the other hand, it was from Target. It comes in a pack of 2, and this one's a lot more comfortable. Also offers a little bit more support, but it was a little bit pricier. Next, I have a nursing cover. I really like this one because it has it's not a wire, it's kind of like a plastic strip here. I'm not going to open it because it's kind of big, but basically it has a plastic little piece so that when you're putting it around your neck, the plastic holds it open so that you can actually look down and see your baby while you're nursing, which is really helpful in the first few weeks because you want to check and make sure they have a good latch. You want to make sure their nose isn't being smothered by your breast. And it also gives you the privacy that you may need, especially if you're going to have company or if you're going to be out and about and you want a little bit more privacy when you're nursing. So I got this off Amazon. It's a great product. I got a gender neutral color in case I have more kids in the future, and I really like it, and it's been very helpful to me personally. And lastly, I have a few nursing pillows. This one is called my Breast Friend. It has an adjustable strap here, so it can fit a lot of different widths of moms. You just adjust it as needed. It goes like this, so you can adjust it to make it a little bit wider or tighter. What I liked about this is that it straps to your body and it stays in place, and it's also very firm, so when your baby's laying on it, it really gives them a lot of support. And during the first few weeks and months especially, you're going to be going through a little bit of pain. The latch is going to be sometimes frustrating or just difficult and challenging. So having something that's really firm and stays in place helped me anyway, so that I felt like I was more successful in my attempts to breastfeed, and it gave me one less thing to worry about because it was very firm and it held my baby in place so that she was comfortable as well as I myself was comfortable. So this is called my Breast Friend. The other thing I like about this product is it has a little pocket which you can put burp cloths or nipple cream or any other product you might want to keep ready at hand for you. The last item I'd like to discuss is the Boppy pillow. Many of you guys have probably seen these in the store. These are wonderful. I really do highly recommend these, even if you get the My Breast Friend. I don't use My Breast Friend anymore, but I do still use my Boppy, and that's because it's not just for nursing. You can use it for tummy time. So you can place your baby here and prop them up so that they can practice being on their tummy. And you can also turn it around and you can prop them here in the center so that they can practice sitting up as well. It makes for great pictures and photo ops, and it can also double as a nursing pillow. It is a nursing pillow actually. So it just straps on you like this, not straps, but it just kind of sits on your body like this. And it also helps to hold your baby. It's not as firm as the My Breast Friend, but it's still a very helpful product, and I highly recommend it. And it comes with all different types of covers, so you can pick whatever cover you like, which is really good for photo ops. So that about sums it up. I don't have many other products that I use personally, but there's a lot of great things out there that you can check out. I very much hope this video was helpful to you, and thank you so much for watching it. And I hope you all have a great day, and thank you mamas out there for working hard to breastfeed your babies, and hope you all take care.